And good morning, everybody. Welcome back. We are back at it live for your 2025 Canadian Women's Championships here at the Hidden Spot, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. My name is Grant. We have match number 1 of the day locked, loaded, ready to go. Tony Sakamoto, Isabel Ranger doing battle on the table early morning, just after 9 o'clock in the morning. And good morning, Greg. Thank you very much again for tuning in with us. And it is set to be a longer day today. I'm here until the end. A little bit out of shape here for Tony first thing, but to be expected. 9 o'clock morning matches on the stream. Trying to get that elbow grease worked out. Does have the bank option. She has a safe option here too. She could chip off that left side, use the 5-ball. That will also work. Using that 8-9, sending the 3-ball way up table. Hey, no worries at all. I fully get it. It is still a work day as much as it is Friday. It is still a work day for most. So believe me, I appreciate everybody taking the time that everybody has thus far in supporting the stream and the ladies. I think they fully deserve it. This rail might be a little bit shallow here, trying to go off that rail and in. All right, Tony to the table, ball in hand, fairly connected. 3 and 4 sitting up in the left and right top corners. 5-ball sitting down here at the bottom left, 6 to the bottom right. Both 6 and 7, everything kind of connects. Yeah, exactly. Coffee and pool, a great start to a Friday for certain. And I'll tell you, it's going to be a grind today. There's going to be a lot of matches played today. They were going to try to get down to the final 24, but I believe they've only got down to the top 26. So I'll run through those players, who they are, at some point throughout this stream. We'll give you all the A-side, all the B-side matches. Kind of give you the tail of the tape for the day. Nice shot there from Tony. This is going to end up on the rail. She's not going to want it close here. Yeah, she's shooting right off the beach. Right, the positive side of this shot is really you just got to make the 6-ball. 7-ball's hanging out right by that 6-ball. No problem at all. In fact, it's probably best get the chores done early because the 9-ball finals happen today as well. And you're not going to want to miss that. That'll be some amazing pool for whoever it is that gets through to it. And then we crown the 9-ball champion at some point this evening. Tough shot there for Tony. That was from distance. From distance. Always tough, especially first thing in the morning. Right, trying to get the sleep out of the eyes, the grease in the arm warmed up. Yeah, I didn't want the connection on the 7 ball. Wanted to run on top. This can still work. Thin cut on the 7 into the bottom left-hand corner. You do have to watch. Kind of want to get to the left-hand side of the table, so maybe draw out of this. A little bit of bottom left-hand spin on that cue ball. Go off the end rail, the right side rail, maybe even the top rail. Come back down about halfway. Perhaps some early morning nerves being on the live stream as well. Tony looking for the rest. The pop and stop here on the 7-8 to that left-hand side pocket. Nice little flow through. Have the 9 ball into the bottom right. Depending on the angle she has on the 8, could go bottom left as well. Yeah, this looks good. Nice little flow through. Somebody behind me is talking about chocolate carrot cake. Somebody bring me that. Yesterday it was Shannon talking about peanut butter cookies. I could use some of those too. So Tony just waiting for Kat on the other table. Yeah, well done. Really smooth on that one. This should draw first blood here for Tony. Indeed. So let me run through here. I'll give you all the finishers here on the A side. You've got Brittany Bryant, Kathy Metzinger, Farla Salmanovic, Janet Ritzy, Naomi Williams, Natalie Jacob, Veronique Menard, Emmanuelle, I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name, Germier, I think. Let me know if I bastardized that. And then on the B side, Jackie Pronto, Brady Johnson, Leanne Giles, Kathleen Zegier, Ashley Charlebois, Bev Ashton, Lisa David, Valerie Bedard, Simone Lloyd, Christy Randall, Isabel Ranger, Tony Sakamoto, Patty Potts, Del Arcand, Jody Jankowski, and Morning Star Williams. You've also got Tasha Thomas, Angie Kilbride, Iris Wang, Denise Belanger, Jennifer Jolt, Nikki Thomas, Joanne Ashton, and Natalie Chabot. That is all the ladies in the final day here. We will eventually whittle that down to just one. That's a nice break. She's in on the 1 ball, has control of the table. Could cut that one into the top right if she chooses to. Could play safe. Just depends how she feels in the early morning hours. 2 ball on that right-hand side rail. Looks like the safety opted. This might leak. This might give Tony a shot. Well, she's got the hit on the 1. Now it's a matter of, can you play the safe from here? And I would tend to think she could. Just chip off that left side of 1, send it between the window of the 9-3. Probably put a little bit of inside left on the cue ball off the rail and bring the cue ball up to the 9 ball. She could play the other way and take it underneath the 5 ball, or if she's got enough, underneath the 3-6. Underneath the 3-6 works. Lots of different options for the safety. That will bring Isabel to the table with a 1-rail kick off that left side rail, hunting the 1 ball into that right pocket. Yeah, and lots of different options. So gave it the old drive-by into the top left-hand corner, down the subway. Didn't miss it by much. However, that will award Tony with a ball in hand. She'll take that 1 into the right side, I believe. Follow through with that. 2 down to the bottom right. The 3-6 is a touch challenging. If she can get fairly straight onto the 2, she can just float down for the 3 ball into that bottom left-hand corner. Doesn't necessarily have to rearrange the furniture. Nope. Nope. Wanted that to roll. Another complete revolution of that cue ball. Yeah, double ouch for sure. And I don't know that she can even, she might be able to come and play the combo, the 3-6. So a touchy little shot because you got to watch out for the scratch. It's going to put some right hand spin on this. Come underneath the 9.
I understand most of the chickens hop out of the barn. And it makes them fluffier for doing that.
She'll get away with that one.
Got a sore ass from laying their eggs.
I believe Isabel has just the underside of 2.
Out here.
A little bit of a tougher safety from here. Might have to play the separating safety. Send that 2 ball up table, bring the cue ball between the gap of the 9 and the 3. Try to utilize that 5-8.
Yes, that would be true. Nana is very good person. Yes, you would. That would have it. Or it was definitely. I think at one point, Denise, it was there having a fight. We were like breaking them.
Or you shave the shine off the 2 and just put it in the heart. Why not? Great shot there from Isabel. This one is a little tricky. She's going to have to really back cut this 3. Play the 3-6 combo if that's what she's looking at. Nope. Tried to play the kick. Connected with the 6 first. That is a foul. So 3-5, 3 ball bottom right hand corner, straight draw. Back up on top of the 5 ball. 6 could be a little bit challenging. Really depends on how she lands on this 5 ball. So a little bit flat. So probably forward off the end rail. And try to kind of stay tucked for either the 6 into the right side pocket or the top right corner. Either one will work. Oh, she drew on top. That is a nice shot. I thought she would play underneath. She fooled me. Good shot. A little bit of a reach here. Oh, really well done. Nice little touch draw. She's a touch short on it, but it'll still work given where the 8 ball is hanging out by that left-hand side pocket. A little bit of right-hand spin here on the cue ball. Just a nice little pocket weight shot. Float back across the table. Yeah, well done. Very well done. And again, same thing. Nice little floater on the 8 ball. 9 ball down to the right-hand corner to open up a 2-game lead. Yeah, well done. Tony Sakamoto came to play this morning. Fires that 9 ball in. And once again, guys, if you are just tuning in with us, do me a favor, give that share button a little bit of love. If you're tuned in on YouTube, if you can also just like that stream, that definitely helps in getting the stream a little noticed. Oh, my apologies. Greg, thank you for telling me.
It's like I say, even to our home events. If we don't enforce it and say you've got the wrong shoes on or you're wearing it,
Yeah, I got you for sure. I have to get my commentary grease warmed up just as much as these ladies have to get their arms warmed up. But yeah, I definitely understand what you're talking about. All my commentary is kind of out of sync.
so does Sphinx. At our age, though, you don't worry about it.
Dry break.
But just don't mess with it.
So with that 9 being racked on the spot with the 2 at the back, makes the break in 9 ball just a little more challenging. But a really nice looking table here for Isabel. 2 ball on that right hand side rail. However, you have to complete the first part first. Good news, bad news on this one. The bad news, of course, it didn't quite get the one into the pocket, but this is a stretch. All the way across the table with the rest, early morning. This is a bit of a challenge. Also to maintain the shape on the 2. That is a challenging shot. Yeah, tried to compensate with the little bit of right-hand spin there and hit it well. However, just a little outside, caught it a little bit thin. And good morning, Mr. Burrington, watching from Little L.A., Leslieville, Alberta. That's a nice shot. So the challenge on this shot here is the traffic, right? The 5 and the 9. Trying to avoid that. If you try to put that bottom left hand spin on that shot, it does open up the potential of the scratch into that left hand side pocket, just trying to avoid the traffic. Tries to go forward with it, so definitely a challenging shot. I can't really blame her on the miss there. Lou, my man, tuning in from New Jersey. How are you? Pleasure to see you again.
I don't think that was her only problem. No, probably not.
Yeah, for sure it is, Greg.
The only thing I'll say about that.
Thinking in the morning is highly, highly overrated. So Tony now looking good here. She's got a pretty decent layout, right? 3 to 4. 4 does lead to 5. Maybe the 5-9, given she's going to have to combo, or potentially has to combo. She could float this 4, and bring the cue ball down by the 6 and have the 5 to that left-hand side pocket. That's always an option. wants a little more out of that. So there is a two-way. Cut the 5 ball into that left side. Send the 9 ball towards that bottom left-hand corner. Thank you, Mike. Very much appreciated. Ottawa represented. A little bit short. I thought she might get second place prize and the 9 ball stick its nose in, but Isabel comes to the table. Full view of the 5. It will pass the 8 into that top left-hand corner. Nice shot. Very well done. A little bit of a rub on that 9 ball. That still works. She is sitting pretty. Sorry? No, I'm good. Yeah, thank you. Okay. I'm pulling double duty here, guys. I've been told Shannon's got to run to Tim Hortons. So while she's gone, I am commentator and a ref. Up until the point that she gets back anyway. Which is a-okay. Nice shot there from Isabel. Looking good here. Get herself on the board.
Like 100% full. But the least I could do is buy you coffee on your birthday. And a pumpkin spice muffin, maybe. What's that? And a pumpkin spice muffin. No, you should.
Nice little draw shot here. Doesn't have to do too much with it. Oh, she went forward. That makes it a little more challenging with that cue ball being as close to the rail as what it ended up being. It's a worthy sacrifice for Timmy's for sure. I don't know that I can start my day without it. I mean, I could, but nobody's going to want that. From downtown here for Isabel. Important game for her. She'd rather this be 2-1 indeed as opposed to a 3-0. Very well done. Let's give you a quick run around through the hidden spot. For those that have never been here, as soon as you walk in, Jam Up Apparel sitting there with the booth in Canada. A very rare occurrence. So if you're in the Calgary and surrounding area and you're looking for some new pool gear, come on down to the hidden spot. Canadian prices as well, $75 Canadian for a jersey. You can't beat that. So then if you continue walking on in, you run right into all of the pinball machines, all the seating area. The bar and food service is just to the left on this picture. Continue on walking through, and you go into what they call the league room here, which is all the 7 foots downstairs. And this picture's taken from the stairs leading up to the mezzanine. And this is the view I get to see. So I look down into the seating area. I get to see all the big screens. That's where the stream goes. And then to the right of this is the 9 foot or the pro room. And that's it. That is the walkthrough of the hidden spot. There is also a online code, so Jam Up provided an online code for our viewers here at Q Sports Live. If you're looking for some gear, head on over to jamupapparel.com. Use discount code CSL20. Gives you 20% off anything and everything on the website. Ball in hand for Tony in rack number 4. One ball to the top right-hand corner would be my guess. 2 ball hanging out on the left-hand side at the bottom here. 4 ball up at the top right top left where she's at now. So a little bit of back and forth, but not terrible. She's got nice angle here on the 2. Draw all the way back up for the 4. 4 to the 5. That's the challenge. From there, everything leads really well into each other. And look at the speed. The speed of these tables, and the cloth has been greased lightning. They just reclothed all of the 9-foot tables. I believe it is Simonis 860 HR cloth. Oh, great shot. Very well done. 6 ball is connected to the 5 ball. Might have got a little bit flat here on the 5, but that's all right. The hit and stick, given the 7 ball is hanging out up there in the top right. 8 ball going to the bottom left-hand corner. It is a really nice looking spot. Randy, if ever you're in the Calgary area, feel free. Swing on down, say hi to Joanne. She deserves a ton of credit putting the event together. She's got a ton of sponsors. I'll go through those next. She has put in just an enormous amount of work, not only trying to be a player in the event, but also the host, ensuring everything gets done. And big shout out to Shannon George and Steph Toy as well. Running a tight ship, making sure all the matches get through, get finished.
Janet, what's for breakfast this morning? That's awesome. So excited to see.
A little steep here on the 8. We'll see how she handles this. 2 rails around, maybe 3. This could work. Needs some bounce. 9 to that right side pocket to regain the lead. 9 ball in that left-hand side pocket. Just a little on the outside, however, did not leave much here for Isabel. We'll see how Isabel wants to play this. She can do this separating safety, chip the left side of the 9, and just put the cue ball on one side of the table, the 9 ball on the other, both on the side rails. Of course, there is always the bank option. She's got both pockets. Can bank to the bottom right or the bottom left. Could play the long separating safety. That one's a little bit more difficult given the distance the cue ball and 9 ball would have to travel. Yeah, tried the cut. That was also a potential. And if this holds up, it's got to hold up. I was going to say if it holds up, she didn't really give much for Tony either, but given where the 9 ball did end up, it is very, very cuttable to that bottom right-hand corner. Certainly not as easy as what it appears first blush. It is thin. But to the heart it goes. Tony regaining a 2-game lead. And as I mentioned, with Joanne and the sponsors, there are a lot of them. So I'll run through each one individually. If you can do me a favor and search them out on social media, I would appreciate it. Armor Valve, the Billiard Sports Network, of course, our governing body and the sanctioning body for this event, the Canadian Billiards and Snooker Association. We also have CCS Pool League, Canadian Q Sports. Oh my goodness. You have to give me a minute here, guys. I got to say hi to somebody. All right, guys. Sorry about that. My fault, but I had to say hi. Um, can I announce you're here?
Yep.
I had to say hi to a very special friend of mine, Barb Carr. She is in the building. Haven't seen Barb in person for 10 years? Less than 10? It feels like it's been a while. Yeah. So just had to say hi really quick. So I do apologize for jumping off the mic, but that was kind of a must for me. So I am back. I am back. We are at 4-2. That is the correct score according to their flip charts.
Keep it up on the rail.
And we
Every time I let it go. Oh no, I've got a rail right here.
we are cooking through, getting things done. I see
I'm only 64.
I see some comments in the chat. No sound, no sound. Yes, my apologies. I did mute the sound button. All right.
Years ago, you did
Tony with the break
with them. I recognize
and
your
going
face.
to push.
It was a really, 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 really beautiful. We were all thin, pretty. You're still beautiful. I'm just saying. There you go. See, this is why you come here.
And so Tony is now going to come back. So Isabel decides to just put Tony back in. And I think that has to do with the distance, right? Distance from the cue ball to the two ball does make it a little bit tougher. But a separating safety here from Tony. It is still cuttable, right? The issue that you're going to run into is going into the traffic, right? So cutting the two ball, you're going to play into the 8, but you need to play position to get onto the 3. So certainly challenging. And for those that don't understand that push rule, so after the break, if either you or your opponent doesn't have an open shot on the lowest numbered ball on the table, you can do what's called a push out or a push shot, which means you can put that cue ball anywhere on the table without it being a foul. You don't have to hit a rail. You don't even have to hit another ball. You can just push to whatever position on the table you want it to be. Now, your opponent then has the option to either take that shot that you've left or they can put you back in, which is what we saw there. My man, Spanner, tuning in again from Ireland. A pleasure to see you again, sir. Hopefully a little bit better weather this time than I believe it was yesterday. It was raining cats and dogs in Ireland yesterday. And Tony looking really good here. A little bit of back and forth, right? 4 to the 5 at the top, 5 to the 6 back down at the bottom. Wow. That was a little closer than what she wanted. Still works. 6 and 7 both down at the bottom, and then 8 ball back up top. So a little bit of back and forth play from the top of the table to the bottom of the table. Yeah, and some nice angle here on the 6. Pot that into the bottom right. Check that side rail back out mid-table. Leave yourself some angle on that 7 ball. A little to the left of center would be good. About a foot to the left of center. She just drew it straight. She might be a little bit straighter on this 7 ball. But Tony definitely has the stroke. She could just straight draw this all the way back. Not bad. Could have used another foot of roll out of that, but not terrible. Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, you know what? Par for the course, right? We've seen this the whole time we've been live on every day so far. These pockets are just unforgiving. If you don't hit the heart of the pocket, especially anything with speed, seems to be if you're going to put some speed on it, it is not going to go in the pocket. It's going to sit there and rattle. Not much better today in Ireland as far as the weather, but like Scott said, or Spanner says, that is Ireland. That is what it's known for. And always tough trying to come out of those pockets, especially with that top spin. With this new cloth, new balls, you put that top spin on and it tends to grab, which is what we saw there. That's why that cue ball did not come down table. And a tester here for Isabel. So Isabel playing out of Squamish, BC. Her home pool hall is Metro Billiards. Plays with a Predator P3 playing cue. She breaks with a house cue. Has a Predator Air 2 jump cue. She's been playing for about 4 years. She says she wants to give a shout out to her family, kids, and Team Samurai. She entered her very first tournament ever in January, and she won it. Her sponsors, of course, Ranger Tea. Tony Sakamoto, she is a Calgary girl, the hometown.
I was amazed at how much American stuff. Hang on.
Little tough here for Tony, too. She's more than likely playing the safety. Leave it thin, send the cue ball back to the left side of the table here. Yeah, that will do. So again, Isabel comes to the table. She does have both bank options open. She can bank that 9 to either that left side pocket. The positive side about going for that left side pocket is if you do come short, there is a chance that you double bank it and it goes into the right side pocket. She could also bank it back to the bottom left, chip off that top side, or just play straight safe. Chip that top side off the rail, leave 9 ball on the end, send the cue ball all the way uptown. So really a couple of different options. She does go for it, but look out. Look out. Cue ball did not hit the brakes. Finds its way into that top right-hand corner. Not going to miss this one for Tony. Walks to the table, ball in hand on the 9 ball. 5-2, Tony now leading. So I want to just get through the sponsors here like I was doing earlier. Clash Steel, and once again, guys, if you can search out all these sponsors on their social media, give them a little bit of love, try to support them as much as what you can. That would be fantastic, not just for this event, but even going forward to try to keep sponsors engaged. That really helps out the whole industry in doing so. And I mentioned Jam Up earlier. For those online, if you're looking for new pool gear, there is a discount code that Jam Up has provided. CSL20, all caps, 20% off anything and everything on the website. And that'll get us about 2/3 of the way through. So that is a testament to how much effort Joanne Ashton's put in, arranging all of the sponsors, trying to get everything ready to be the hostess with the mostess. Really nice break there from Isabel. Has an open shot on the one ball. Not a makeable one unless she decides she wants to get on the aggressive side and bank that one ball down to the bottom left-hand corner. But really not a quality, what we would consider, I guess, a quality offensive shot. Might see her play safe here, but I would completely love it if she tried to bank that into the one or into that corner pocket. I do enjoy the aggressive side of the game. I think in some cases, when you get aggressive like that, you kind of create your own luck. It is a bit of a double-edged sword. You're going to live by it and die by it, but I think over the long run, nice bank shot there from Tony. Have to pull out another one here, I think. She might be able to cut that two back. It is a little steep. 4-ball just at the top of the table by that left-hand side pocket. We'll see whether she banks this or tries to cut it. Or just play a separating safety, which I don't mind, right? When you look down at the bottom of the table, 6-8 a little bit tied up. There's some traffic down there. Now with the 9 sitting there, 6-8-9 not looking so good. So just a little bump on one of the balls there from Isabel, and really, really good sportsmanlike attitude there. Stands up, lets Tony know. Tony can't tell whether she did or didn't, right? Tony's sitting behind her. Oh, I love it. I love it. You see what I mean? You got to create your own luck sometimes. Great shot. Really well done. The display of sportsmanship rewarded with that. Nice little bank. Got a little bit of a roll, a little rub. Can't quite tell if she's in on the make here for the 4-ball. She's got to play position to the 5 next. But the way she's queuing in, she must see the whole ball here. Yes, she does. Needs some love here, though. Six ball again, sticking its nose in the game. That 6-ball seems to be the fly in the ointment in most games. So the 1 rail kick here. Try to kick that 5 into the right-hand side pocket. Oh, had everything moving there. I thought she was going to make either the 5 or the 6. And instead, the cue ball finds its way into the subway system of the pool table. Yeah, the sinister 6 indeed. And Greg, you've been with us for I think almost the whole broadcast so far each day. And that 6-ball, I'm telling you, it's been involved in a lot of blocking. So a couple rails around, potentially 3, maybe even the 4th rail. Needs that just to slow up a touch. That is close to the work. That is that is way too close to the work. And I don't know that she can cut that, right? If she tries to cut that, there is some daylight in between that cue ball 6 ball. She almost would have preferred that to be frozen. Frozen makes it a much easier shot. Six, you can kind of throw that 6 ball in there. This cut back here is not easy. Yeah, really nice try for sure. Not an easy cut back there. I don't know that it was even possible, to be fair. Just couldn't see the cut angle, so she did try to throw that in there with a little bit of left-hand spin. However, Isabel will step to the table. It is cuttable. It's not an easier cut. I think it's pretty stuck onto that end rail, so has to be accurate here. Oh, great shot. Get out of there. Well, it definitely got out of there, but left herself a little bit tough here on the 7 ball, too. And for here, in my opinion, this is a bank shot. Bank it to the top right-hand corner, only because if you try to thin that cut, the chances of scratching into either the right or the left-hand pocket does come into play. Oh, great effort. Really nice effort there, but doesn't leave Tony easy here. Couple of choices for Tony here. 3 of them play safe. The cut back on the 7 to the top right or the bank to the bottom left. Oh, great shot. This'll work out. Well, worked out in the form of not scratching. We'll see if she takes on this this bank shot. Could play the combo. The right combo could work. Back cut the 8 into the 9, send the cue ball up table. 8 ball sticks there. Or just play the straight up safety. The positive side of where this has ended off is trying to get shape on the 9 ball. If you're in Tony's camp, the make on the 8 ball is certainly there. Cutting that up to the top left-hand corner. The real tough issue is the shape on the 9 ball. And I think I'd probably just kind of pocket weight the 8 and take the longer cut on the 9. I don't think I'm going to try to do too much other than that. We've seen it happen way too often where you try to put a little mustard on the shot and it just rattles out like that. So a little bit of a tester here for Tony as well. Again, you got to put a little heat on this. Got to hit the center of the pocket, and she does. Drills the center of the pocket. 3 rails. Really decent shape here on the 9 ball. I don't see any issue. this for Tony to get to the hill. To the heart of the pocket she goes. So let's finish off. Yeah, good stroke, good shape for sure. Let's finish off all of these sponsors, Patrinas. And once again, guys, if you can search them out, I would certainly appreciate it. I know that Joanne and the sponsors would as well. Rail Yard Billiards, Tough Love Fitness, and YYC Bucket List. So with all of those being done, of course, gives you an indicator as to the level of effort put in by Ms. Joanne Ashton. And of course, a couple of special thank yous as well. Dennis Heshka, Greg Sunley, Art Radmore, Jeff Cutts, and Quality Trophies. Tony at the table with the break. That one ball keeps threatening that side pocket, but with the 9 ball being racked on the spot, makes the break on the 9 ball just a touch more challenging. So it's 9 on the spot, 2 at the bottom. 9 ball does count on the snap, but in the top 4 corners only. It does not count in the bottom 2. And it is a B-side match, this match. So these ladies fighting for their lives. Once we get to the final 16, I believe there is a redraw, and it is single elimination at the top 16. So in for a long day of pool. Oh, nice shot. Nice shot. Was looking for the connection there on the 7 to hold the cue ball. But I will say she took care of the first part of the equation, which is the most important. Made the 1 ball. You got it, Greg. Good comment, Greg. I love it. Isabel has done very well considering such a short career thus far. 4 years. I can tell you when, and Barb's standing here, she knows after 4 years of playing pool, there's no way you would have got me playing in a tournament like this. So big shout out to Isabel for sure. Nothing to hang her head about. 4 years of playing and you're in the top 32. Nothing wrong with that. And look, she does have an opportunity. She has an opportunity at the bank, the combo bank. 3 into the 9, 9 to that left-hand side pocket. We'll see if she takes this on. Just watch the cue ball doesn't reconnect with the 9 ball as it comes across. Oh, she was hunting it as just a straight cut. What a shot. Good effort. Showing us a little table knowledge there. And for only playing for 4 years. Pretty sporty, I might say. That being said, Tony now back at the table. 4 to 5. She's got to put a stroke on it. And a stroke she did put on it. A little bit of a steeper cut, but I actually think that works in her favor. It is the 6 ball to the bottom right-hand corner there. She's got to go all the way uptown, back downtown. Decides to try to hold. Gosh, she's good at those shots. I end up on that top rail, I'm telling you. She holds that really well. Oh my goodness, look at this. Tony Sakamoto doing Tony Sakamoto things. Looking to close escrow here. Well done, hold the nerves. 8-ball into that right-hand side pocket. Just watch that left side pocket float up, and we can call her done. Tony's played great in this match, and again, for Isabel, if Tony does make this 9-ball, hold your head high. You have done exceptionally well. For the win. Wow. Job well done, Miss Tony Sakamoto. She came to play this morning. But once again, Isabel, when you go back and watch this, and I hope you do go back and watch it. It's always a good way to learn. You get to see how you approach each shot, the execution of each shot, where you can improve, what you did right. So really good way to learn about your own game. But certainly hold your head high. Top 32 of the 2025 Canadian Women's Championships after 4 years. Come on. With that being said, I'm going to shut down, restart. We'll get the next match locked, loaded, ready to rock and roll for you. On behalf of myself and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, thank you very much for tuning in. If you haven't done so, make sure you've subscribed on our YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. We would appreciate it. Make sure your notifications are on. That way you're notified each and every time we go live. We will see you back here in just a few minutes from now. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.